US President Donald Trump has also acknowledged the challenges of finding the remaining bodies.
So we have the living hostages all back. They returned some more today. It's a gruesome process. I almost hate to talk about it. But they're digging. They're actually digging. There are areas where they're digging and they're finding a lot of bodies. Then they have to separate the bodies. You wouldn't believe this. And some of those bodies have been in there a long time. And some of them are under rubble. They have to remove rubble. But there are graves, and some are in tunnels that died in tunnels that are way down under the earth.
All right, let's discuss this further with Luciano Zaccara, a Middle East and Gulf politics analyst. Luciano, we just heard Donald Trump there acknowledging that this is going to be what sounds like maybe a near impossible task. Will Israel hear that message from the US president?
Yeah, exactly. We all knew that this would be the outcome. I mean, this we have to bear in mind that these were not in terms of an agreement that was negotiated between Hamas and Israel, were conditions imposed from the winner to the loser, and these are conditions that Hamas had to accept without even discussing them. I mean, I assume that they told them, well, listen, it will be difficult to find all the bodies because the conditions. I mean, Gaza was literally obliterated. Building by building, it was destroyed, tunnels, cities, all buildings, all the infrastructure. So who on earth would understand or would believe that this would be an easy task to return all the bodies before moving to a second stage, which is what Israel is saying now. We are not going to move further until we get all the bodies, a condition that we knew since the very beginning would be impossible to fulfill.
So is Israel going to listen to Donald Trump when he also acknowledges that this may not be a condition that can be easily fulfilled?
I think this is a test for Trump now. Trump said that he imposed this condition, that he managed to convince Netanyahu to accept some concessions in order to reach this deal. We saw this big ceremony and praising each other in the Knesset. So we need to see if Trump will be consistent with his own desire of getting this to the end, and he's not allowing this Israel to break the deal, because we have to bear in mind that this agreement is not an agreement that has an arbiter, has only United States and Israel checking that they both are complying with what they agreed, and the only one that's checking what Hamas is doing is Israel. And whether Trump will going to accept that or not is something that we need to see.
And that's checking versus claiming, right? Because there are people who have also pointed out right the way through, this is an agreement full of, as some may say, traps. That this was a portion of the agreement that could never reasonably be fulfilled. And Israel would know that because the destruction is directly as a result of Israel's actions. They've been on the ground. They caused that decimation. They know how hard it would be to get those bodies out.